I'm Brian Bismey from Cowboy Harley-Davidson of Austin. We will be replacing motorcycle grips. First, what we need to do, we need to loosen our throttle cable adjusters. We have two cables. Loosen the front, loosen the rear. We need to run our lock nuts down and our adjuster sleeves. We need to shorten them as much as possible. And the front one. Now these are short. We have a lot of play in our throttle now. We need to take our throttle housing apart. There's a screw on the top. It's buried down in there. We have our top screw and our bottom screw. Our bottom screw out. We need to lift our upper switch housing up. Now we can see our throttle cables. This is our rear throttle cable. You can see the slot right here we need to get the cable out of. So we need to lift the cable up, push it through. There is a brass piece on the end that's called a ferrule. See the slot in it? Just comes right off the cable. Make sure we don't lose these. Then we have our front cable. Comes off the same way. We lift it up, guide it out of the slot. We have our brass ferrule. Take that off, not lose it. Now our grip is free to slide off. You're going to lubricate it at this point and put the lubrication on the throttle sleeve and on the bar. You can also lube your cables at this point. Going back on, we slide our grip on. Grab your ferrule. This is for the front cable. We want to grab the ball. It slides through that slot. And now our ferrule fits on the end of the cable. This is the tricky part. We've got to get the end of the ferrule into the round portion. We need to take our pick. We need to pull our cable up and through the slot and let the cable lay back down in its cable groove. You can see a little groove that all this lays into when it's properly assembled. Our ferrule is in the holder for the front cable, and our cable is laying down in its groove. Now we need to put our rear cable in. We have our brass ferrule. Let's go around the ball of the cable. And we need to install the round end in the grip, lift our cable up through the slot, and you can see the little channel that the cable lays in. Now we need to put our switch housing back together. We need to install our upper mounting screw loosely and our lower mounting screw. Okay. Now we tighten our bottom one first. These go pretty tight, but not too tight. Tighten our top switch housing screw. We still have a lot of slack in our throttle. We're going to be adjusting the front cable. Open the throttle up all the way and turn the cable until it stops. You will feel it get tight. Make sure the throttle snaps back. Now we want to adjust our back cable until we have about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch of free play in the grip. While we're doing that, we want to make sure the grip turns freely and returns freely also. We want to snug our lock nuts down and then tighten our lock nuts. And slide our boots over our adjusters. We're going to be removing our left grip. We need to remove our switch housing mounting screws, just like the right side. Our lower screw. We separate our switch housings. At this point, we get a razor blade. We cut it straight down the side and peel the grip off because the grip is glued onto the handlebar. Once we have the old grip off, we want to clean the handlebar glue off, apply new glue to the inside of the grip, slip the grip on, put our switch housings back together, and tighten them. We're going to install our top screw loosely. Put our bottom screw in. And tighten. And we need to wait 24 hours for the glue to dry. I'm Brian Bisbee from Cowboy Harley Davidson of Austin. This was how we fix motorcycle grips.